Good morning! Oh, last day of 2015, man. Man, oh man, it's been a great year. It's been a great year. I was walking across the gym and caught my reflection in the mirror. And I don't recognize the girl staring back at me. I don't know, it's incredible. I look at the changes that my physique has taken this year and I'm so proud, I mean, there's a lot of things in life that you can achieve. Bodybuilding, it's all you. I had committed this year to really trying to get stronger and more, I'm sorry, y'all, my eyes are bothering me this morning. But I had committed this year that I was going to really buckle down and do work. And to see the girl staring back at me, it just kind of blows my mind a little bit because I did that. And as I was, marveling at the changes, because it's still a little unbelievable, I've always just been, I don't know. I've always been, I guess you could say, fit. I've always pursued athletic ventures, running and taekwondo and Zumba and, I've always lived a very active lifestyle, but this whole bodybuilding thing just, it's still new and it has by far changed my physique in better ways than I could have ever hoped. Everything I was always trying to achieve, even when I was bulimic and, binging and purging and starving myself and running and doing all this cardio, I could never quite hit the mark. And my body has changed in ways that I just can't even explain. Add to that the confidence that has given me to know that you can just pick some heavy stuff up, put it down, and then pick it up again. And that's going to do it. It's incredible. I haven't taken some pill or drank a shake or used something to wrap around my body or any of these other things that are out there that claim to help you out. And, those are short-term fixes. Those are very short-term fixes. What I've been able to accomplish and what is so incredible about bodybuilding is that what it is able to accomplish is lifelong change. To change your metabolic structure, the way that your body metabolizes calories, to flip the ratio from fat to muscle, it just blows my mind. I am far happier with my body than I ever have been. This year was a year that I finally hit that switch to help me get away from being so concerned with the scale. I used to weigh myself multiple times a day. And now, if I weigh myself once a month, I just am not concerned with the scale. I'll probably be getting on the scale a little bit more as I go into legit competition prep, because as I go into 2016, and you guys know I've expressed a desire to compete. I got my shoes. It's, I'm probably going to be a little bit more, but I'm more concerned with my performance in the gym, how strong I'm getting, and actually seeing my body in the mirror change. If I were to compare the Kelly now with the Kelly from 2 years ago, Kelly from 2 years ago weighed less on the scale, but my body didn't look anywhere near as good as it does now. This is a 3 post-baby. I've had 3 children out of this body. It has gained weight, it has lost weight, it's gained weight, it's lost weight, and I'm not getting younger. I'm going to be turning 34 this year, and that's still very young, but it's not young in terms of, the clock is against me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not some 18-year-old lifting weights in the gym. The stuff you can do when you're 18 and 20 is a little bit different than when you're into your 30s going into middle age. I'm middle-aged now, which is, I don't get concerned with age, so y'all don't misunderstand me. But what I'm trying to say is it's just incredible. I look back, it's important on a day like today, I think, as you close out a year, to look at your successes and to reflect more on those, especially as it pertains to changing your body and changing your total health. I got more concerned this year with the picture of total health than I ever have been before. It used to always be about weight, and it was always about vanity, and now it has turned more into, what is this going to do for me long term? It was less about, oh, well, I'll do this for this short period of time and then go back into old habits. It was more about replacing old bad habits with new, better, healthier habits so that I can be as strong and capable for as long as possible. I mean, I got 3 little boys. Those are my why. I'm sorry, that came out of nowhere. I have 3 sons, and those are my why. Those are the things, those boys, my sons, I've always wanted them to look, when they told me I was having boys, I had a boy, the first one came along, then the second one came along, and then the third one came along. It was like, what do I want them to see? Because one day I will not be here. If there's one truth to life, it's that none of us are getting out of this alive. We're not getting out of this alive. And there's going to come a day where they're going to be on this earth without me. And what I want to leave with them is God, I didn't even see this coming. Oh my gosh. That's a why. That's a powerful why, that it means so much to you that it does this to you. Your why should be so powerful that you can't even talk about it without getting a little overwhelmed. I always thought when I looked at them, I just wanted them, I wanted me as their mom to represent more than just their mom. I wanted to represent to them a very strong and capable woman. Not this image of a woman that is, just a mom. Not that there's anything wrong with being just a mom, but I think it's important for men especially to see women, because there's a lot of false misrepresentation about women. I want my boys to think, when they think of me and what that because what your parents represent to you what you think about that gender in the world. When I think about my mom, all I can think of is strength. And I mean, I just want my boys to look at women and think like how powerful, the same being that can bring forth life can do anything they put their mind to. And as a result of that, I hope that strength is what drives them through their life. Because life isn't always roses. It's not always this easy path. I mean, we all know that. It gets difficult and it really sucks sometimes. But it will get better. We will come out on the other side. And through this whole year, when I started this channel and I started this page, and what I started with this video was just this little nudging from God that this is part of my purpose. And so this little part of the internet is here for you. It's here, through my journey and through my struggles, because I feel like our journey and our struggles and our triumphs and our, our victories are all meant to play a part. And so through this little part of the internet, it's just my way of helping to encourage you, to, remind you that there is a better way than taking some quick fix shortcut, that you can do this, that you are strong, you are capable, and you are worthy. You just have to make up your mind to believe that about yourself. There's always going to be an inner voice, an inner critic inside of you that's telling you opposite of that. But that voice, you need to know, is a liar. That's a part of you that doesn't want to see you succeed. And I don't know why that little voice exists, but the very best thing you can do to yourself is to recognize and understand that part of you is not your truth. That is not your truth. And I might even say, and go out on a ledge here and say, that a little part of that might be the devil, to break you down so that you'll never realize your truth. Because if you buy into those lies that little voice inside your head is telling you, you'll never reach your full truth. You'll never become this promise that God has made to you that you're going to do great and incredible things. You have a part to play in the story. So play it. And if you buy into that lie inside of your voice that tells you you can't do it and you're never going to do it, so why try? you're not fulfilling the promises that God has made to you personally. And I mean, it's an incredible thing when you begin to live your truth. Everything just starts to work. So I encourage you today to try to do what you can to dismiss that lie in your head that tells you otherwise, because you're a beautiful creation and you have been sent here personally to do something. It's yet to be seen. If it hadn't happened yet, it's going to happen. Just because we put a timeline on it and say, oh, it hadn't happened yet, must not be, it's not going to happen. Why would you put a timeline on that? Your life isn't over. Your life isn't done. Your purpose is not fulfilled until you leave this planet. And even then, your legacy lives on. So today, as you reflect on 2015, think about your victories and fuel your energy into that, because that is where your truth resides. I want to thank everybody for a spectacular 2015. I had no idea that these videos would, me just being goofy and silly and pouring my heart out to you guys and everything in between would resonate like it has. I've gotten such beautiful and kind and sweet messages from so many people, and I hope that you have been encouraged by anything that I have said. I'm just me, and I'm out there just trying to do what God is telling me to do, and that's to spread joy and to spread truth and to spread a little bit more light in a very, very dark world. And I hope that anything I have said has been helpful or motivating or encouraging. Maybe some of the stuff I've said has made you a little bit mad. But I hope more than that, you have been able to see the intent behind that, which is to push you to be your best self. Because I believe that everybody has the capability to do that. I believe that everybody has the capacity within themselves to become something great. And you are awesome. So thank you. Mwah. I appreciate everything. I look forward to an even better 2016, and I wish you guys all the love and success in the world. Peace out. Bye.